How many of you are here for the first time? So we have many people who have been here a number of times. And what I have to tell you is that this is a sacred moment in all of your lives, because we have the opportunity collectively to offer ourselves as a sacred body to the divine. And we will do some exercises first to prepare the voice to sing. But once the Om begins, all of those things are left aside, and we only become a collective instrument, an instrument of the divine presence, who will sing through us. And many people will have experiences which I recommend that for a while you don't share them with anyone else, because they are very much within and sacred to your progress. So we begin always by humming, and not humming from the throat, but just a very ordinary hum. Excellent. Yes, lower voices sing an octave lower. And one more. Now, when we go much higher, we tend to strain the voice by singing through the throat. So we must learn how to sing properly, or even how to speak properly, by using this muscle here that we call the diaphragmatic muscle. It's a very powerful muscle, and it can sustain the air column that we've taken in by breathing quickly through the nose, and it can sustain a long, long note. And that is the way we see great singers able to sing for many, many, many seconds, one line. So how do we practice this? The key is first to take a quick sniff through the nose, like that, which fills out the diaphragm. It should fill it out. Huh? And then we just do a ha. We pull the diaphragm in, never out, never pushing it out, pulling it in. Ha! 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 Okay. The mouth doesn't have to open and close for ha. It can just stay wide open. Ha! And so much more sound is going to come out because there's nothing blocking or inhibiting that sound except possibly the tongue. So the tongue cannot be folded back in the throat. It has to lie gently with the tip of it against the back of the lower teeth. Simple. Yeah, don't pull it back in, keep it out, but mouth wide open. Let's try it again now. Breathe. Ha! Ha! Now the secret is learning to use that muscle properly. So some of you have heard a belly laugh. And the diaphragm keeps going in, keeps going in. So let me see the diaphragm go in, because I've noticed that you were trying but not quite succeeding. So may I show you? Now, the first thing to do is take the breath, right? And you can feel the diaphragm come out. Right? The next thing is it goes in. Ha! 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 Right? So you must pull it in. And that's as easy as that. Ha! 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 Now you got it. Ha! Yes, you got it. Ha! Perfect. Ha! Thank you. Okay. From here we move on to intervals and intervallic relationships. What is the relationship of a tonic, or a bass note if you want to call it, to a perfect fifth? So on this side we'll have the tonic. Can you all hear the two notes? Or most of you anyway? Can you hear both notes? So we'll go from there to a triad, 3 tones. And I break you up into 3. So from here, right here, how about a chord? 4 notes. have a choir. Just so easy. Now, when we get into the depth and the power and the force of Om, this can be retained in the subconsciousness of your being, because we must open as a holy body to the presence. You may call it whatever you want. God, the divine, the Lord, doesn't matter. It's the divine presence that Sri Aurobindo speaks of, that is already in each of us, but hiding behind all the veils that we have before us. And somehow those veils have to be torn so that the divine can come through. This is one of the rarest experiences in Auroville, because we are together for the first time as one, with profound love and gratitude for the opportunity to be here at this moment when the earth has first experienced the supramental. And nothing could be of greater importance than being here now. Shankar said that we had 100,000 births to come here and to be here at this moment. So, well, we need to start with a sound. And so I ask someone to give us a note, any kind of note, any note in a scale of all that we've just sung, and even more, because high voices have a different timbre than medium or low voices, and all have to offer themselves collectively as one, to be an instrument to allow this presence to come down into our bodies. So we begin the Om with a note, and the entire choir comes together. We are so united. We are so much at one. We are at peace. We feel an overarching love touching every being in the Om choir. We feel to offer ourselves collectively, to unite in unity, and the Om begins. We have to keep the mind out, we have to keep the ego outside, because we have to be as pure as possible within ourselves. So the Om will continue, and it varies greatly. Sometimes it's longer or shorter. It doesn't matter. What matters is that the presence comes down, and some will feel it. Not all. Some will feel it. And then at the end, when we feel it is complete, if we are really together as one, we'll all stop singing together. And after a few moments of silence, I will ask someone to quote some lines from Sri Aurobindo's epic poem, Savitri. It's extremely important that we recite Savitri to lift the consciousness higher and higher. So it is time to begin. May I have a note from anyone? May I have a few lines from Savitri?
Waiting, awaiting the unknown eternal will. Awaiting the unknown eternal will. Then from the heights a greater voice came down. The word that touches the heart and finds the soul. A voice of light, a voice of light, a voice of light.
We usually sing 3 ohms seated, and we stand for the last ohm. But there's nothing rigid in this. If we want to go on for a while, we go on. So may I have a note? if we could extend the Om, giving the divine guest the opportunity to sing on all our notes, it would be good. Remember that shyness is also not advised here. We are all equal. We are all divine. We are all one. And we have to feel this in the depths of our being, because it is there, hiding, no doubt, but there. And the Om choir is a way of its opening. Let us extend the Om choir for a bit longer. May I have a note? Very beautiful. The only problem that I'm hearing is that we are not creating the sound of Om properly. We have to shape our lips. Om, not but Om. Can we just do that once? Much better. Try to keep the ah out of it. Just pure Om. Because Mother has told us that Om is the voice of the Lord. Imagine. The voice of the Lord singing through this sacred gathering. Let us truly invoke the presence to touch each soul here. It is the only time in Auroville when we gather in such a sacred atmosphere. We have been here for 23 years. And the walls and the floors and the ceilings are filled with the sound of Om. And it vibrates and goes all over the world because nothing can stop this music of the Lord. Someone different now, please give me a note.